Hi Leo, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 16th to the 23rd of August. It is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. If you check the description box below the video, all that information's in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, could be happening sometime in the future. And also please remember that these are general love readings. They won't resonate with everyone out there, so take what resonates with you or for you and leave the rest. Okay. So Leo, what's been going on with you? Ooh. Okay, so excuse me, 5 of Cups, a little bit of emotional disappointment here. You feel the one that got away, which is a nightmare situation in itself, and you're reflecting on whatever connection this is. You're reflecting on daydreaming about a life with this person, but you feel that you're going to get rejected. 9 of Swords. Self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights, but regardless of that emotional depletion, you're still thinking about it. You're still in that kind of zone of daydreaming about this person. So while these daydreams are going on, you're trying to make incremental, well, you're working hard, incremental changes to your 3D settings. So you're working really hard on your emotional and psychological processes, you're working hard on your career, you're working hard on your coin, even though you are reminiscing about this one that got away almost. So you're trying to bring, it's almost like burying yourself in your work to try and distract yourself from these low vibrational thoughts about, you know, this person not being interested in you. Because there's a lack there for you. I feel money and finances, you don't feel don't know where that's come from. You don't feel worthy of this person, but you are of the mindset of coming towards them. The 8 of Cups, no more of this procrastination. Okay, feel that you've got to a space now where you feel whole enough to come back in with the truth. The King of Swords, speaking your mind with confidence. But while you've been doing all of this daydreaming, look at that, 5 of Wands, inner turmoil. Do I do this? Do I not? What do I do? And the Hangman in the tree, hanging upside down, just waiting for this idea of how to move forward to appear. Still daydreaming. But you do want to come in, you want to speak your mind. Well, it's very stern though. The King of Swords energy is quite cold, quite matter of fact, quite, well, that's the situation. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want an emotionally available situation with you. A brand new start. I want to give you my heart. Wow. Wow. You are so determined, but you're coming in as too cold. I feel you're coming in as really cold. But I think that's more about your inner determination, which is just need to do it, logically thinking, that's it, I need to do it. But it's a very cold energy of just pure logic. Now your mind's set, that's what you want to do. So look at that, the Ace of Wands. You want a brand new passionate start at life, brand new passionate start of this situation. Bridging the gap between you because there's silence. You want to offer them your heart, your passion, because you do see them as a 10 of Cups, which is an emotionally fulfilling relationship. You see them as being very kind and compassionate. You could be yourself with this person, totally yourself. Okay, so you are of the mindset of of sending out communication, but I think that he's scaring me now. This King of Swords is quite a very matter of fact, very logical kind of, this is what I want kind of energy, and it's scaring me a bit, to be perfectly honest. But we'll see if we get some more cards to try and soften him, because he is quite scary. So you are of the mindset, like I said, no communication between you. So you're of the mindset of just coming in and sparking communication. So as communication here is a little bit fiery, there's a little bit of a winky face in there, I don't know, there's a little bit of a, hi, how you doing? It is quite kid-like though. It is very childlike in its enthusiasm, because he's just a prince. He's not a king. He's not declaring like this king here, which is a very, very, very potent, determined energy. This is very free and very almost like adolescent kind of energy. Is beautiful. So you do want to spark a communication. I'm going to shut up now. So it is a bit popping with energy to bring equilibrium and balance into this situation. But the words that you are using within this dialogue are thoughtful, are eloquent. There's an eloquent dialogue that you want to create and want to send out to this person, because you are determined to tell them, to speak your mind, to tell them what they mean to you. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more cards. So what else does Leo need to know? That's so funny. That card's really scaring me. Yeah, look at that. Oh. So I feel that when you do send that communication out, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward because you're putting the time and effort in. Away from this Three of Cups, which is, okay, we can see it as a celebration, you coming back in as a celebration, but it's almost like three-party situation. Too many people, too many cooks, and that's the one that got away. It was a choice between people, and they are the one that got away. They said, not having any of that. Not having any of that third-party nonsense. You either commit to me or you don't. I'm off. Adios. Adios, amigos. I'm off. And that's exactly what they've done. So, yeah. But when this communication goes out, you want this wheel to turn in your favour. But it does bring you a huge amount of instability about sending out this communication, about coming forward towards them because of the past. You want to move away from these choppy waters. You don't want this indecision anymore. You want to. This is why you're sitting and hanging in this tree trying to get enlightenment. You want somebody to show you the way. Only you can do that. It's within your heart. You know what the heart wants. Don't think with the mind, think with the heart. Okay. Because they're both, yeah, you are thinking with the heart. The Eight of Wands. You are just going to send that communication out. You're just going to say, to hell with it. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to see if this wheel turns. And I feel it will. Look. Bringing equilibrium and balance into the situation, cooking up this gorgeous potion of masculine and feminine energies in order to bring about a balance. Not only with yourself, but with this person here. And the Tower moment, the realisation that they are the one that got away. Even if, let's say, for instance, you're in a committed relationship with this person and they're in the same room as you. With that three of Cups, you could be pushing your energy out towards someone else and not participating with the other person. Okay? That's inviting too many energies into your space, isn't it? If you think about it in those terms. If you don't just think about it as a singular, as one person, you know, revisiting a situation. You can think about it think about how it relates to your situation. Okay? So it's about energy. It's about where you put your energy. You can be in the same room as each other, okay? But you could be 1,000 miles apart energetically. You could be singing off completely different hymn sheets. You could be in completely different universes. If you don't, your vibrational level has to match the other person in order for you to connect and lock in, and then things start happening. But it's about where you put your energy, what you focus on in life. So the one that got away actually could be the one that's slipping away because you're not putting your energy into it. You feel like it's slipping, the relationship slipping away. So what do? You put your energy into it. You tell that person that you love them, that you have feelings for them. You do little things to bring it back to how it was before, the daydream. Oh, well, you know, it used to be great in the first instance. Why don't you do that again then? Use that as kind of like your model for working forward. Why don't you think, oh, we used to do this, or I used to do this, or I used to do that, and introduce that back into the relationship to get it back on track. Nothing's ever insurmountable unless it's insurmountable. There are situations where it's completely broken down, you know, but if you are in committed relationships and you have a separation between each other, then you come to the idea that being without each other is not all it's cracked up to be. And the grass is, you know, sometimes it is greener on the other side, but 9 times out of 10 it's not. So it's about, I think, in relationships, perhaps everybody needs a little bit of a break from each other to understand what each other actually means to each other, if that makes sense. Because when you're with somebody 24/7, it's the monotony of life, monotony of relationships. It happens with everything. Work, you know, we've all been in jobs where, you know, we've got to a stage where we think, oh God, I can't do this anymore. This is boring. It's the same old stuff. It's the same, it's true of life, it's true of relationships, it's true of work, it's true of how you are as a person. So you need to be able to be adaptable and remodel your way of thinking and feeling moving forward. Everybody should, you know, nothing is ever static. It's always changing. Situations are changing. Look at COVID. If it hasn't shown us anything, it's shown that, you know, we can work in different ways, and nothing is ever insurmountable. We can work around things, we can work with things to a certain extent, and that's just me using that as an example. Don't know why I'm going on this for. Why are you giving me all this to say? Anyway, I'm going to have a look at how the other person feels about you. Okay, so how does the other person feel about Leo, please? How does the other... Oh, okay. Oh, 8 of Water. Desire to move on the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So this person here's had to... Oh, that's strange, isn't it? This person's had to release the past, but almost had to release the notion... What was I saying about... when we spend time away from each other? That's the reason why they gave me all of that dialogue. It's had to release this situation in order to recognise that you are a soulmate. You are a soulmate energy. They do consider you to be a soulmate energy. So I feel that when you do come back in and spark that dialogue, the release card here, the end of a phasal situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on from the past, and time to move together. Wow. That's huge. I love it. So you are a soulmate energy. Beautiful. And look at that. And the reason why they've come to that conclusion is they are balanced within themselves. The 9 of Earth. So they've been working really hard on their psychological and emotional processes. They know who you are to them now because they are balanced. They can see the way forward. Beautiful. And look at this. 9 of Air. Just like you. Self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. They've had to release negativity in order to understand what you mean to them, which is a soulmate energy. Look at that 7 of Air. Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye and poor timing. So whatever happened between both of you, it was poor timing. There had to be, it's kind of like there is a break. There is a separation. They are the one that got away. They did withdraw their energy. The reason for that is they knew that there was more going on than met the eye. They do want to get to know you again though. And they do want to nurture this connection. The Empress, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others moving forward. And look at that. And the reason for all of this, they've been on that very solitary journey trying to understand what happened, what you mean to them. And more importantly, along this journey, they've come to kind of like a realisation they need to change their mindset, change their heart space, how they view relationships, more importantly. So it is psychological and emotional advancement with this 8 of water. Look at that. They've gone through that hermit's journey. The desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth, because they have gone through that process. So they do want this. They do see you as a soulmate, and they do want to get to know you again. They want to nurture this connection and release the past, whatever's happened between both of you. Oh, okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, look at that. 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace and abundance. A happy home life. The successful completion of a project, but they want to move away from spatty, low vibrational kind of like thinking and comments, kind of like conversations. Apart the last time that you spoke to each other, it held no emotion. It's very cold. And the 2 of Earth here. So I feel that when you do come back in and spark that dialogue, this person gets a little bit like, oh, off kilter. Too much going on. The need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. They're going to have to release doubt, negativity, ego, and they're just going to have to look at this as like, yeah, 2 friends reconnecting. That's how they're going to have to do it. And look at that. They do want to offer you their heart. Falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship. Like I said, going back to basics. Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. A new home for their heart. Because you will be kind of like new to each other. Because you have, even though you've shared something, there is history there. You've both emotionally and spiritually grown. So you are going to be new to each other. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at your romance angels and angel answers. Okay, so that came out quick. We've got a no here for some reason. What's all that doubt about? It's you doubting, Leo. Anything else? Anything else for Leo, please? Leo in love. Leo in love. Oops, we've got reconsider. Yep. Oh, hello. We've got romance and unlikely for some reason. Okay. So, what do we have for Leo? Leo in love. Leo in love. Leo in love. We've got here, excuse me. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I don't think that you thought that you could actually change. But by going on that kind of like very spiritual journey, I feel that you have changed. And it is affecting it because they're asking you to kind of like reconsider this whole relationship. You deserve love. You are lovable. Of course you are. So whatever happened in the past, don't dwell on it. What else we need to know? But I don't think that there's a doubt here. It's almost like, oh, that's never going to happen. I'm never going to change. Blah, 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 blah. The situation will never change. Well, actually it can. Because you're looking at it through the eyes of your heart now, not through overthinking. So romance, passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What you thought was unlikely actually is likely. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction between both of you, but you don't know that until you're like I said, separate from each other. We've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So anything that was cyclic, anything that you do too much of, you need to ditch it. Overthinking, I would say. Doubting Thomas head. Get rid of it. We've also got here, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And what else we need to know for Leo? Leo in love. Leo in love. Leo in love. Excuse me. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Of course it does. So I'm just going to sign it off with some Moonology cards for you, Leo. What else do we need to know for Leo? Leo in love. Oops. Luck is on your side. Of course it is. Anything else? Oh, sorry. We've got your dreams need a practical plan. The answers you need are coming. and also your hard work is paying off. So what a beautiful reading. If it did resonate with you, Leo, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. It's more important than anything else, and I love you loads. Take care.